This is a podcast from the Daughters to Online Radio Company. There are some terms and conditions regarding its use. Probably. We hope you enjoy it, and if you do, maybe you would enjoy other podcasts. Welcome to the Daughters to Online Radio Company.
Hello and welcome to the DORC podcast. I am the perfect media stereotype of what a woman should be. I'm skinny, I like clothes and shoes, and I don't really like eating. How are you all today? Good, I hope. Let's say hello to a listener, because now the system works. And to be honest, I've forgotten who I've said hello to in the past, but I'm pretty sure that I'm safe with this one. So hello to you if you listen in somewhere near Newton, near Wichita in Kansas. Thank you for your time. Right, what's on the podcast this week? Well, it's nothing from our broadcast week, because, well, there was nothing of interest put out on any of our stations. Like the 18th of April 1930, when at 6:30 in the evening, the BBC newsreader said to the nation, "Good evening, today is Good Friday, there is no news." Some may see this as the usual situation, but hey. So what have we decided to bring you? Well, I thought you might like to hear some insider knowledge. We have some news on another broadcaster. News that you probably won't have heard. It's a bit like us reading you the trade papers, except interesting. ITV have roundly been criticised for lazy programme ideas. Oh, I'm sorry, there seems to be more to that sentence. I'm not sure that there needs to be. ITV has been roundly criticised for lazy programming ideas following the launch of its new Saturday night celebrity-based reality show, Splash. The show is based around teaching people in need of a career boost how to dive into a swimming pool from a board. The teaching is done by tween sex symbol Tom Daly. Careful now, ladies. I'm not sure how old he is. Sunday saw the launch of the new series of ITV's Dancing on Ice, in which celebs in need of a career boost are taught how to dance on ice. Many media watchers hope that this marks the end of this genre of television, as they can actually hear the sound of a barrel being scraped. But we have received a leaked email from ITV's creative department, which seems to show that far from marking the beginning of the end of this style of schedule padding, it is merely the end of the beginning, and ITV are filled with what they describe as ideas. Unfortunately for us, the email that we have does contain some of those ideas. Would you like to hear them? Oh, I know you would. Brum, where mustachioed dullard and former Formula One driver Nigel Droney Mansell teaches former Hollyoaks and press gang stars how to drive slightly quickly. Bang, in which NFL star Plaxico Burress instructs former stars of Knots Landing and Sabrina the Teenage Witch on how to smuggle a pistol into a nightclub tucked into the waistband of their sweatpants and then shoot themselves in the thigh. Smash! This brings together a fame-hungry MP who thinks it's all about them, the dog who played the littlest hobo, and 27 members of the 1993 Super Bowl losing Buffalo Bills side, with tennis player Laura Robson, who talks them through the deeper intricacies of Greek crockery abuse. Monkey tennis, an idea they ripped off from Alan Partridge. Dunk, in which star of an awful film, retired NBA star and name on a shoe, Michael Jordan, schools a group of Oompa Loompas from the original Willy Wonka movie in the finer points of basketball and dipping a hobnob into a cup of tea. Grinding with Jeff Boycott, in which the former Yorkshire and England cricketer shows a former member of Brother Beyond and 3 of the Jackson 5 how to score 28 runs in 5.5 hours of batting on a reasonably friendly pitch. He also rubs his arse against them. Oh, that stings a bit, but now I feel I could cycle for ages. where Lance Armstrong shows a group of 1970s British policemen how to cover stuff up, most nod along knowingly. Splat. Former Alive artist Jackson Pollock guides 3 of the cast of Different Strokes and the script editor from The Real Housewives of Orange County through creating something that looks a bit like the cover of the first Stone Roses album. I Told You So, where hindsight-rich football pundit and former Liverpool defender Alan Moneycunt Hansen provides instruction to a family of hibernating beavers who, despite being asleep and unable to hear properly, are still somehow irritated by the awful noise that he admits, as he shows them how to complain that something is not absolutely perfect and how he would have done it better. Story Time, in which cyclist Sarah Story reads from Stephen Hawking's A Brief History of Time to baffled-looking people that you sort of recognise and think might have been on television at some time. All on exercise bikes. Mush, where any ice hockey player enlightens anyone who will listen about how to eat anything more solid than a smoothie when you have no front teeth and permanent concussion. There are 17.5 pages of this.
The Dorchester Online Radio Company is written by Martin Norris, produced by Martin Norris, and recorded in the front room of a house owned by Martin Norris. Please do feel free to give us a good review on iTunes, or Twitter and Facebook your friends to tell them about us. Thank you.